Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikah, Kadash. I'm going to give a double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well, and a salutation to the whole elect out there pushing and striving to stand this truth. I think the title of this is going to be "You Should Be Scared," because that's what you're going to hear Mr. Hodges right here say. And a lot of these Americans should be too, but they under that bread and the circus. There's a lot of distractions out here, and if you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which he said on the prophets to be watchers, you're bound to be asleep out here. And yeah, it's a lot going on. So with no further ado, let's go and get into it.
I'm really frightened by this story out of the UK because of the implications of what Biden just did, and I see it as a concerted effort. Although no one is saying that directly, I don't think they have to. I think you can just see the writing on the wall. Soon, in the UK, after the first of the year, people are going to need, and it's not officially called this, they don't have a name for the process yet because this is legislation in development, but soon people will need a passport on their phone to leave their neighborhood. They're creating neighborhood zones, and to pass from one zone to the other, they are going to need to have a passport. Now, some of what they're already saying in the bill will be the fact that you have to prove you're fully vaccinated and current on your boosters, or you can't leave your neighborhood zone.
Let's pause right there. That was just a lot right there. That was just a lot right there to take in, okay? Prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. It's the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Prophecy, 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 okay? Is the reason why. All right? It's the reason why everything you see is going on. It's the reason why these draconian laws is being pushed, and everybody is trying to figure out from where. Prophecy doesn't have to make sense. It just got to come to pass. To the ones that he showed his word, it made perfectly sense because he gave us a heads up. So that's kind of like what I want to get into. All right. So let's start this off in Ephesians. All right. Ephesians 1:9. You know what? I'm going to take it up from 9. Let's start at 6. To the praise of the glory of his grace, and we're in the grace period, okay? Wherein he have made us accepted in the beloved, in whom we have redemption through his blood and forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of his grace. Not the world, not anybody who confesses. No. You got to be a part of his beloved. Wherein he have abounded towards us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure, which he hath purposed in himself. Okay, so these people are seeing the will of the Most High happening. Okay, and at the same time, His will is happening. A lot of people expectations and what they want to happen is not happening. The world is about to get ran into a brick wall of you don't run shit. They about to run into a brick wall called you don't run shit. Everybody about to get a wake up call. Okay? Everybody's about to get the wake up call. Everything that those crazy guys on the street corners been yelling out is true. I mean, we have a great elder and apostle who've been out here preaching this for years, way before any else could see these things coming to pass. Pass it down from his elder and so forth. Okay? So, this is an exciting time to be alive. It's an exciting time to see the Most High is starting to move. Okay? And we're getting closer to going home. It's a beautiful time to be living in.
Or you can't leave your neighborhood zone. They are allowing people in the bill that you read to apply for an exception.
Now, we all know that anytime they start off something, they always going to make it seem like you have a way to fight back. Same thing they did with the vaccine, but eventually they're not going to respect your religion, okay? Because the religion, the only religion that the government respect is theirs, all right? Only practices they want you to practice is the practices that they sit in front of your face, okay? It's the only ones they give you paid paid time off, okay? All right, but let's keep this prophecy train going, all right? 2nd Esdras 15, 14. We're going to start there. Woe to the world, all right, including Mr. Hodges there, and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. So, while they're figuring out different videos going around of what Biden can do to stop the escalation of this war. And see, these are all desires. These are all desires of the people. This is not what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has set forth to be done on the earth. So none of it really have no presence. Okay, none of it really matters. Okay, it's like my dog throwing me off. Uh, 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. This is prophecy. Okay, this is prophecy. It was written over 2,500 years ago. Okay, and we seeing it play out today. For there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. There should not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions should stand in their power. Okay, so we know that sooner or later, the average person that you see, okay, the average person that's on these podcasts, the average person that's drawn to these circuses and bread, okay, and mirth, okay, they're going to get the wake-up call. By the time, it's going to be too late for sure, but they're going to start coming after their kings, okay? They're going to start trying to overthrow the government once they figure out that they're heading towards damnation, okay? A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able, and that's what he's describing right now. Okay, putting up them zones. Okay, having cutoff points. That's just the beginning. Okay, because those gonna be the same thing. Which the elder Apostle Tahar said years ago that they're gonna have, those stations. You know, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city should be troubled. The houses should be destroyed, and man should be afraid. Okay? A man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay? And we know that these things are going on now, but that's on a small scale. All right? When these no pity upon his neighbor situation get to going off, it's going to be on a high level. It's going to be on. It's going to be one of those things where everybody is going to witness it. Okay. So we know, all right, us that that the Lord had put the Spirit on to get this understanding. We know what's down the pipe, so we're not wasting our time in trying to prepare. We're not wasting our time in trying to find hope in the government that doesn't want you to have any hope. Okay, we don't waste our time with folliness. Okay, we're using this time of grace period, Lord will, to be accounted and to be allotted to be worthy of being a part of his elect. That's it, that's all. Okay? While the rest of the world is trying to save, they're trying to patch up the Titanic. Okay? But every time they put a Band-Aid on it, another part of the boat, okay, is under siege. So, we're going to see them. We're going to see the Edomites and the lost people that believe in this nation, okay, fight for it, okay, until the last breath, all right, because we know that they're going to fight against Yahushua and the angels, all right, but what they don't know is the Most High want them to have their spirit. He going to put them the spirit to build, okay, but he promised to throw down.
That you read to apply for an exception. So it's not hard and fast and arbitrary, but it's kind of like religious exemptions to this act or that act, and a lot of times they're not observed. And you're saying, well, what are they trying to accomplish? One of the things that's in the bill is, like I said, COVID compliance with boosters and so forth and so on. But there's also legislation that's been brought in, been stricken, been brought back, changed forms, because this is a work in progress. But it's open, folks. I mean, the people in the UK know all about this now. This is in their alternative media news and somewhat covered in their mainstream news. There are elements of what I would label social credit. You can't be labeled as a dissident, enemy of the state, enemy combatant, whatever the term they're going to end up using. You can't be labeled as that and pass through these zones without special permission.
So, all you happy-go-lucky, what some of the brothers was using, Yabba Dabba Do Israelites, you the ones out here not counting the cost, taking this as a fad, not understanding that these people is going to come, okay? These people are going to come with great disdain, great wrath, and great jealousy for you. All right, so by you not declaring the full truth to them, you leave yourself open not to be protected from what's coming. Okay, because his name is a tower, it's a hiding spot. All right, and the righteous go therein. Okay, so hey, because this is what's coming. This is what's coming, and this is what everybody gonna have to be faced with, especially the goddamn everyday goddamn it Edomites. Isaiah 14:22. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord. Alright, so basically, Salakia. I missed the point. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their father, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities. Alright? So these people don't understand that what's about to come down, alright, is the lockdowns we experienced in 2020, okay, times 20, all right? And it's going to be different levels to this. And if you are on their list, you're not going to be able to travel, all right? And eventually it's going to go to, you're not going to be able to have room and board. You're not going to have the means to get food and things of that nature, okay? And you women out here who depending on Egypt, okay, who's been getting these blessings, okay, and not really praising your true power, he's going to put you in the bind too as well. All ye women at ease, you about to be confronted, okay? Everybody's about to get confronted, all right? And like the more you watch these news station, Dabu, to Redacted, to all the different news stations, they're becoming more and more worried. You can see it, and we know that the elites are worried. Okay, they've been worried. Okay, they've been sent out vocab Malone years ago. Okay, we know that they worry. All right. But these regular, everyday Edomites is starting to see their kingdom being ran in a way to where the average one is not consenting. Okay? So we're going to get that scripture, Isaiah 47:13. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let not the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly procrastinators stand up and save thee from these things that should come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire should burn them. They should not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There should not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to set before it. Okay? Jump up to verse 12. It says what? Oh, you know what? Let's start at verse 10. Salakia. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Okay? And that's what you see when it come from this place, Babylon the Great. Okay, the United States of America. Okay, it passes laws and bring out legislation. Okay, and bring out the mindset to people that they can do what they want to do. All right, and that's a perverted way of thinking. That's a perverted spirit to have. Okay, and they deem it as wisdom, as freedom. Like they dress it up as something that is in dire need of the people. Okay, verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Okay, stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, be that thou should be able to profit. If so, be thou mayest prevail. Yeah, and the part I wanted to really get into is we know that the enchantments, okay, a lot of that have to do with the things that they push on the people, okay, which is witchcraft, okay, to deem to be something good when it's the opposite, okay, and the multitude of their sorceries, okay, when they have labored from their youth, yeah, yeah, because most of the elder was getting into this in one of his videos the other day. The word inauguration, which the president have to go through, is basically declaring that it's a witch or a warlock, okay, in control or in power. All right. So when you think about that, and you know the history of people who are in these rulership positions, okay, they are born into it and they are raised up in their youth, okay, to practice these certain gods that they believe in, to help seize that control over people. Okay, so the reason I said all that is to go into why these things are being set up. Okay, because there's a whole lot of news coming out, and it's a whole lot of uncovering of this damn devil intentions. Okay, but what's not being said is why, or who is and why. Okay, because when you start going into that, you'll start going into the shot callers, and the shot callers is doing it because the Most High has put it on their spirit to do these things. Okay, the rights is being taken away from America is not coming from an imaginary force. It's coming from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, it's not coming from because the people is totally in evil and they don't know what the hell they doing. Yeah, that's part of it, but we know that the Most High control and ruleth in the kingdom of men. So all these things is being set up for your own punishment, for your own craftiness. And we know what the Most High can find the wise in their own craftiness. Okay, so these same people who's helping to put up these checkpoints, and these same people who are part of the government, who was helping the government to seize the people, their same family members going to be killed from it. Okay, so it's going to be a whole lot of death. It's going to be a whole lot of destruction coming on, not because of what we think, but because the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua says so. All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kakadash, Shalom.